Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Okay, let me tweet this out. Okay, time to go through the introduction. Yo, 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 what's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Lincoln Clay coming at you. Make sure you hit the like button, help spread the content around, and make sure you hit the bell icon to stay notified whenever I put out new content. I would appreciate that as well. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the channel. So, I was at work today, and and God, am I spread myself kind of thin? I mean, working 6 days a week, trying to get to the gym about 3, 4 times a week, but I'm not making it. I'm only making it once or twice a week. Um, YouTube takes up a lot of time. My son on the weekends, the girl I'm dating, uh, gotta get that time in. Chores around the crib, laundry, all that shit. So anyway, um, it's got me spread kind of thin, and I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of schedule. So right now, I'm starting to think that maybe Monday nights. Well, I'm just gonna still try to go to the gym on Monday, and when I come back, I think Monday night's gonna be game night. I think I'm gonna do stream some games on Monday night. I think Tuesday nights, like today, is gonna be when I do my podcast. Because once I'm done with this podcast, I'll either do one of two things. I'll either take a nap until it's time for the roundtable, or if I'm not tired, I'll stream a game, you know, for a little while. I think Wednesday might be game night again. Thursdays is up in the air. Friday, that's date night with the girl I'm dating, and and um and if I make it back at a decent time, then I finish the night off with the roundtable on Fridays. So and Saturday, I don't know. Saturday is one of those things. Just see how things going because I have my son with me, and if he's not hogging up the computer playing Roblox, then yeah, I might get something in, whether it's podcast or stream. So I'll figure all that out. So let's get into these topics and get to the shortest topic first, and that is the countdown to Firewall. One day closer. So 1 week from, excuse me, 3 weeks from today. Oh, got ahead of myself. 3 weeks from today. Hold on, what is going on here? Okay, so 3 weeks from today, Firewall will be out, and I absolutely can't wait for that game. I was trying to debate whether I was going to take the day off so I could play that game, but August 28th, that is basically that weekend will be that upcoming weekend will be Labor Day weekend. And so I took a vacation day for the day after Labor Day so I can have a 4-day weekend. And so definitely that weekend I will be doing a lot of streaming of Firewall. I really hope this game is half as good as it looks. So that's where we sit on the Firewall thing. I don't really plan on being on very long. Just a minute. Let me 1 second, everybody. Okay. So next up is the Black Ops. I heard it's trash. I don't know if it is or not. I haven't played the beta. Don't have any intentions of playing the beta. Um, I did buy the game, so to speak. I bought the game for my son, and because I bought it on the Xbox platform, um, we game share. So by me buying the game for my son, I will get it as well. So with that being said, I don't think I'll like it, but I'll give it a try and take a look at it. I'm not, I don't really think I'll like it. Because one thing about, excuse me, Ari and Drake, what's up? You are first. One thing about that Black Ops is I think Activision has been using that same, engine for God knows how long. And so from some of the videos that I've seen, in a nutshell, people are saying that it's like Black Ops 3 for the most part. So, but again, I'm not, for the simple fact that I bought the game for my son and would down Stardust Ariel. What's up? What's going on, my friend? So just for the simple fact that I bought the game for my son and and we game share, just for the simple fact that it will be on my Xbox, I will take a look at it. But I mean, it's a game that I really don't care for. And tell you the truth, I feel weird when I play games on my Xbox because it's, all I really do with it is, watch YouTube on it. I really don't even play games on it. Arian Drake, it's rinse and repeat with a lot of these games. You can't love what you're doing. It's fucking repetitive. Absolutely. I mean, I think I've said it before that it's a great time to be a gamer, but at the same time, I think we are starting to get a lot of rinse and repeat shit. Like this year, I have no intentions of buying Madden. From what I understand, it's basically the same shit that you've been getting for years. Only this go round, I guess they put a couple of features back in the game that they took out a few years ago, like the ability to celebrate, where you go to a certain spot in the end zone and celebrate. So I'm not going to be buying that. Aaron Drake said, "You're glad you never got into Black Ops or Call of Duty for that reason." Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's getting to the point where there's so many first-person shooter games out there, and it's only so much you can do to them. And I'm kind of at that point where I pick one first-person shooter, and that's going to be that. Now, if it's a game that has both a campaign and a multiplayer, that's a different story. A case in point, The Last of Us 2. I suspect that there's going to be a multiplayer on there. I believe there's going to be a multiplayer on there. Well, yeah, for the most part, sports games, are that way too, Ari and Drake. But MLB The Show is the exception to the rule for me because I do love that game. And for the most part, the game has gotten better and better every year because online head to head was a huge issue with that game. I mean, it's still got some problems, but it's a lot better than it was years ago. I mean, I haven't played this many games online in years with the streams that I've been doing. I mean, I think I got 34 baseball games streamed. Damn, I can't believe I streamed that many damn games. It's actually more than that. Fatal Mephisto, the Canadian Grizzly Bear, what is up? And Stardust Acero, you said Black Ops 4 feels like Black Ops 3. That's what I'm hearing. Griffin Gaming. I think I forgot who else's video I saw that said the same thing, and it might have been MBG. He might have said it too. Danny Ruiz. Danny Ruiz. MLB The Show is addicting. Yeah, especially when you win. And the way I've been winning lately, I haven't been scoring a lot of runs, but I've been pitching my ass off. I've been pitching some gems. So yeah, and my control is coming around even with weaker pitchers. I'm starting to hit those corners, and it's causing me to get ahead in the pitch count. And because of that, I'm getting batters that chase after terrible pitches. So I'm striking them out with pitches that's out of the zone. Arian Drake, I love Wolfenstein games, but you love Wolfenstein games but first-person shooter games is losing its popularity, though people are tired of them playing them. Andre 6K, what is up? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Arian Drake. So, but yeah, for the most part, I don't think I'll be playing that Black Ops, even though I haven't. Case in point, I got World War II right now. My son contacted me and said he wanted World War II. So I got it for him. And in turn, I have it because it's downloaded on my Xbox. I tried to play it. I tried to play that multiplayer. I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. And I played it, and it felt like the same goddamn Call of Duty that's been, around for 20 years. I just couldn't get into it. And then there's Black Ops 3. I think Griffin Gavin summed it up from some of what I've seen. The Black Ops 3, instead of rate the Emperor. I'm sorry. What is up? I think Griffin Gavin said it best when he said, Black Ops 4 is taking pieces from other popular games and try to put them all together to come up with something. And it looks like a copycat game. And I think the couple of clips that I saw, the shit looked like Halo. And I definitely don't want no more of that damn space age shit with motherfuckers running on walls and shit like that. I definitely don't want to fuck with that shit no more. Marion Drake, I played the zombies a couple of times, but that zombie shit been around for years too. So that zombie shit got old with me too. So I mean, with the Call of Duties, it's especially with the modern warfares, for years it was the same shit with those. The only difference was, when they add some perks, missile strikes and all that kind of shit. They'd add a couple of those, but for the most part, it's always the same game. And being that this Black Ops 4 is running on the same engine, I don't give a fuck how many different weapons they put in there, how many different perks they put in there. It's going to feel like the same shit. I just, and like I said, basically it's going to be like a plate of food that I know I'm not going to like. There, I took a bite. That's basically what it's going to be. So I never really, when people, Griffin Gaming and everybody else that's been saying that the shit was trash, I really didn't care about it anyway, because like I said, I really don't have any intentions to play this game. I don't think I'll like it. So originally, a lot of this stuff going around about the Black Ops being trash and being just like Black Ops 3, a lot of it basically went in one ear and out the other. And so because of the new schedule that I'm putting myself on, my solo podcast, I'm probably only going to be doing those about twice a week, because with the shit that I got going on now, something's got to give. I got to make some concessions somewhere. And I want a game, because at the end of the day, all of us are here because of gaming. You in the chat, me talking, and giving my opinions on stuff, at the end of the day, it's all about gaming. That's what we're here for. And so, with that being said, there's not enough. There's not enough hours in the day for me to get done what I need to get done. And so that's one of the reasons why I've been streaming so much, streaming so many games, because it's, to me, it's killing two birds with one stone. I'm getting my fix in, it's like, because gaming is my passion. I'm getting my fix in. And at the same time, I'm interacting with you. Jamal Adams, what's up? I'm interacting with all of you, which I absolutely enjoy. Um, so I'm killing two birds with one stone. It's very enjoyable gaming and chatting with all of you while I'm gaming. Now, I may not be able to respond to every single comment depending on what I'm playing, especially when I'm racing. If I take my eyes off that track for 1 second, I'm going off the track. But it's a little bit easier to see the comments than to respond to everybody when I'm playing baseball, though. So, but I definitely appreciate those of you who come into those game streams, saying what's up, chatting with me, giving me your opinions on some things, bringing me up to speed on some of the things that I don't know about. So I definitely appreciate all that. And so I think, again, I don't really plan on being on very long because, I don't know, maybe another half an hour at the most, 45 minutes. Because once I'm done with the stream, like I said, I'm going to either make a decision whether to take a nap or stream. Danny Ruiz, I really, really appreciate that. He said I deserve more subscribers. Sick Humor said the same thing. He said, especially when I was doing the Lincoln show, because I was putting in a lot of work on the Lincoln show, reaching out to all these YouTubers and, being in contact with them 3-4 days in a row, trying to find out what day works for them, what day works for me. And then, I have to go get these scripted questions together because I was trying to ask them, roughly 20 questions. So that was a lot of work. And then, before we would start the Lincoln show, I'd have a conversation with the YouTuber that I'm interviewing and letting them know this is roughly the questions that I'm going to ask you. I will not cross the line and ask you any personal shit. I won't ask you about, any beef that they might have with another YouTuber, that kind of stuff, because I made sure I stayed away from that kind of stuff. And then, after the Lincoln show would be over, we'd still chat, for a little while, good half an hour after the Lincoln show was over. I really do enjoy doing the Lincoln show. And I think that was, and I think the Lincoln show is what made my channel what it is. And so I'm definitely going to get back to that. But right now, with all the shit that I said that's going on, something's got to give. And right now, I felt like I haven't, taken that much time for myself. And so that's why I've been streaming games, so I can, that's me, playing games, my passion, my escape, as playing games. And then, that's a bonus to talk to all of you while I'm playing. And so, but today at work, I was listening to Sick Humor's podcast, so shout out to him. And then I listened to Ryan the Professional. I listened to his video. He had about a 9-minute video. Sinvolt, what's up? Wanye Tuda, what's up? So you about to pick up? I'm stuck on stupid right now, Wanye Tuda. What's I'm taking that SFV is for Street Fighter, I'm guessing. Sinvolt, you really didn't miss much. I started the podcast off, letting everybody know that we only 3 weeks away from, Firewall. And yeah, that's what I had a feeling that's what you meant. I haven't played a Street Fighter game in God knows how long, Wanye. But to finish up what I was saying, send vote about, what you might have missed. Um, I was talking about the countdown to Firewall, and it comes out on a Tuesday, but that weekend is going to be Labor Day weekend. So I took Tuesday off, so I'm going to have a 4-day weekend. So it's going to be like a mini vacation. And so I plan on streaming that game a lot, and I mean a whole lot. And then, I gave my, I can't even say I gave my impressions on the Black Ops. But bottom line is, I'm hearing that it's trash. YouTubers are saying that it's trash. I will say, Wanye Tuda, that it makes me sick to my stomach to drop $25 for a season pass, for Tekken, and I really don't care about that Negan or whoever he is from The Walking Dead. I could care less about that because I've never watched an episode of The Walking Dead, so I don't really even know who that character is. But Lei Wulong, they bringing him back, and I'm telling you, I used to be a complete animal with Lei Wulong. I mean, I was putting together, like Tekken 3. The Tekken 3 was on the original PlayStation. The first 3 Tekkens was on the original PlayStations, Tekken 1, 2, and 3. And Tekken 3 was the one that introduced Jin Kazama, or Gene, whatever you want to call him. Don't call me Danny. I don't understand why people listen to randoms play every game for yourself, then decide if it's trash. So basically, don't call me Danny. I'm not calling Call of Duty trash. What I'm saying is I'm hearing that it's trash, but I do know from past Call of Duty games, I have a funny feeling that I'm not going to care for it. But I was telling everybody in the chat that I pre-ordered the game for my son, and because we're game sharing on the Xbox, I already, I'll have it as well. And so because just for the simple fact that it's there, I'll try it. But look no further than World War II, Call of Duty World War II. I bought that for my son. Therefore, it was downloaded on my Xbox. I played it and I couldn't get into it because it felt like the same old Call of Duty. I didn't even finish one match. I got about halfway through it and it just felt like the same shit, and I turned it off and just didn't feel like playing it. I'm having so much fun playing GT Sport, MLB The Show, and any other, like VR games or whatever else I decide to throw in there. I'm having so much fun with those games. So now back to what I was going to say about, Sick Humor and all that stuff. So basically after Sick Humor and Ryan, after I watched their content, there wasn't anybody else because, and then Foxy Games put out a video today. But after that, it was nothing to watch because nobody else put anything out. Have I played Eternian Odyssey 5 on the 3DS? Nah, I don't get into that. I have a PlayStation Vita and don't even play games on it. So I'm definitely not going to play on the 3DS. But one of the reasons why I don't really play my Vita anymore is, for one thing, the kind of games that I like probably aren't on there. And not only that, my eyes isn't as sharp as they were. So it's like if I want to play my PlayStation Vita, I have to put my reading glasses on to be able to see everything. Arian Drake, Crap Gamer and all them dudes, like, they some, propaganda dudes. I don't want to listen to those kind of people. I want to listen to people who are passionate about gaming and speak from the heart. And that's one of the reasons why I love King Thrash's shit. You can hear the passion in his voice. He's speaking from the heart. With that being said, I think everybody in the Roundtable podcast is speaking from the heart. Nobody's in there damage controlling. They really saying what they believe. They really saying what's on their mind. They speaking from the heart. I don't, like dudes like Crap Gamer, I've really thought about that shit. Dudes like Crap Gamer and that BGST podcast or whatever the fuck they call that shit. All them dudes know better. Come on. I mean, all them dudes don't really believe the shit that they saying. They know damn well Microsoft's got an exclusive problem. They know Microsoft is getting the brakes beat off of them when it comes to sales. They know that this damn console war is over. They know damn well. But they keep saying the wild shit they do for views, for shock value. And I can't listen to a dude like that. And the fucked up part about it is, because there was nothing else to listen to, I ended up listening to the BGST podcast. It was Zaire and Crap Gamer and a few other dudes on there in D-Batch. And Crap Gamer still going on about 4K and all this bullshit, and it was like not even, not, still saying all the Spider-Man's overhyped, all that kind of shit, but still talking about 4K. Just, he know damn well that 4K shit don't really matter to people no more. The people playing games on the PlayStation will take that 1440p checkerboard every day of the week on good quality games versus that bullshit they got over there. What would you rather play? Would you rather play God of War or the upcoming Spider-Man in 1440p? Or would you rather play Super Lucky's Tale in native 4K? Crap Gamer, like I said, the rest of them motherfucking propaganda ass dudes is still, just I can't listen to them anymore. Not that I really did, but I just can't listen to them. But I will say this. When I listened to that podcast today, the BGST podcast, because I guess the subject was, Zaire was like kind of taking a shot at the BGST crew and was asking and was saying, are they spreading Spider-Man hate? So they was talking about Spider-Man, Crap Gamer, all the motherfuckers talking about it's overrated, overhyped, all that kind of shit. And so D-Batch was, saying that, Microsoft, we know they ain't gonna see nothing out of Microsoft until next generation, and they basically in the lab cooking. And so when he said that brings me to the final subject, the Spider-Man hate. And I really thought about what D-Batch said when he said that Microsoft is in the lab cooking. And I was like, nah, Microsoft ain't in the lab cooking. They in the kitchen cooking. And I know you just kidding. Don't call me Danny talking about Super Lucky's Tale. So I thought about it this way. You know what happened? Sony got all their best cooks together. If Spider-Man is overrated, then it's overrated. Then Fatal, wasn't there a big build-up for State of Decay and Sea of Thieves? I mean, shit. You don't see Sony putting on a inside PlayStation show, building up Spider-Man. You don't see them putting on a show every month. And then, you had the Xbox hyping up State of Decay and Sea of Thieves, knowing those games was going to be trash. I don't know who the fuck took one look at State of Decay and was like, this is going to be game of the year. This is going to be the hottest game. Shh, come on. So Infamous was a good filler game. Jason Elliott, all right. I've got Infamous Second Son. It's just like my backlog is so goddamn big, you know, and there's like and then every time Sony have one of those flash sales, I go in there and buy a bunch of games that I know I'm not gonna get to for a while. You know, I got shit. I think I got about 150, 160 games. And probably about 80% of those games are backlog games. I don't even know if I'll get to them before this generation is up. Because I will say this, you know, when the PS5 comes out, if they launch the PSVR 2 along with the PS5, I will be purchasing both of those day one. And I know as far as the VR part goes, or rather I believe it, that PSVR 2, everything that's missing on this PSVR, you know, is going to be on the PS5. All day is good. You got 150 plus games. How many of them do you play? Because if you're anything like me, I know that's quite a backlog. Said Infamous was a great game to have while waiting on something else. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it was a good game. It's just, I guess it's just, I don't know. Nothing wrong with the game. I like it. It's just one of those games that's just, I got too many games. I got a huge ass backlog. And then when Spider-Man comes out, I'm gonna be put a lot of time in on that. If Firewall turns out to be the game that I hope it's gonna be, I'll be putting in a lot of time on that. And then there's still other VR games that I'm looking forward to. This is supposed to come out this year, like Warzone. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be putting in a lot of time on that. Ace Combat 7. You know, depending on the VR aspect of the game, I'll be putting in a lot of time on that. Blood and Truth, I know I'm going to be putting in a lot of time on that. You said you think the Nyarlathotep is crawling chaos is controlling those Xbox fanboys pretty much. Infamous Second Son was good, but the story and characters are you know, JP Loco. Okay, so let me talk about this Spider-Man hate. You know, it's a culmination. It's not just this one game. It was a buildup. So let me go back and tell this story about. Let me break it down. You know, from a cooking aspect. You know, then I'll get to the comments after I break down this the way this cooking aspect of how I plan to put it. So as I was saying, Sony got all of its best cooks together. That would be the developers. And they plan to cook a giant Thanksgiving dinner. All the food you can imagine was going to be there. All the delicious food you can imagine was going to be there. You know, turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes, you know, salads, you know, all kinds of shit was going to be there. And, you know, naturally the PlayStation people was like, yeah, they, you know, they looking forward to this big giant Thanksgiving dinner. And some of the Xbox was like, you know, hey, that shit looked kind of good, you know, but then Phil Spencer jumped over here and told the Xbox, you don't want any of that shit over there that Sony's cooking because it's going to take them 3 years to cook it. You don't want to wait that long to eat. You want to eat now. So here, take this 99-cent Super Lucky's Tail burrito that you could throw in the microwave for 30 seconds and eat that. There you go. You eating right now. On top of the shit that Sony's cooking, what it's taking 3 years, you don't want to eat that shit because it don't taste good. You're going to take one bite of that shit and you ain't going to like it. So here, take this microwave cheeseburger, this microwave state of decay burger. Eat that. You wait 3 years for Sony to cook that food, you're going to die of starvation. And here, eat this pot pie. Eat this 39-cent Popeye. Here, eat the Sea of Thieves fake crab meat. Here, eat that. So now you fast forward 3 years later, all that food was Sony cooking. You know it's almost done because now you can smell that food and the shit smell delicious. Now the Xbox is looking around like, damn, it's some whatever they make it over there, that shit smell good. So now the first part of this Thanksgiving dinner is served in the form of Shadow of the Colossus. That was like the appetizer. That was like the mozzarella sticks, the nachos, the corn, the tortilla chips with the mild salsa. That was the appetizer. And that was still a better meal than what the Xbox ate, than those, 99-cent microwave super Lucky Tail burritos. That Shadow of the Colossus appetizer tastes better than that. And the Xbox looking around crazy. But wait. A couple months later, now it's time to eat. Now it's time to have that turkey dinner. Now it's time to have that. Now it's time to have some of that turkey, that gravy, the mashed potatoes, those biscuits. That's God of War. Now the Xbox looking inside this window and seeing everybody eating all this delicious food. Now they looking around crazy. Like, wait a minute. How come we ain't got this kind of food? Spartan guy, what's up? How come we ain't got this kind of food? So while they sitting there scratching their heads wondering why they ain't got that kind of food, everybody at the Sony table is going back for seconds. That's Detroit Become Human. That's their seconds. That's the seconds. Having another helping of turkey, dressing, biscuits, salad on the side, soup. They having seconds right now. But the dinner ain't over yet. Oh, now the best part is coming up. The dessert. That apple pie. That peach cobbler. That cheesecake. That pecan pie. That Spiderman. So it wasn't one game that's got these Xbox flipping out. 3 years ago when Sony started and made it clear, let everybody know they was about to start cooking. They let Phil Spencer brainwash him into thinking that these games is 3 years out. You want to eat now, and you don't want to eat that shit. You don't want that single player food. You want this multiplayer cheeseburger. You want that Super Lucky's Tail burrito I was talking about. You want that fake ass Sea of Thieves crab meat. This got chopped up cracking inside of it. Hey, hold on, Spartan God. I ain't done yet. So now, like I said, now they're getting ready to have dessert. They're getting ready to have that cheesecake, that apple pie, that peach cobbler in the form of Spider-Man. Now these Xbox done lost their mind because they don't watch them eat a delicious Thanksgiving dinner, and now they having dessert. German chocolate cake, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. He said, Uncle Bumpy, that's where the crack his body when it got chopped up and got mixed up with mayonnaise and ranch dressing, got chopped up and served as fake crab meat. So that's 2018 for you. That was the Thanksgiving dinner that Sony prepared, along with the delicious dessert. But wait, now Sony gonna be having a Christmas dinner in 2019. What's gonna be at the table to eat for 2019 at this Christmas dinner? Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, The Last of Us 2. Shit, you think those Xbox flipped out about the Thanksgiving dinner that Sony made this year? They're gonna flip out again next year when Sony serves that Christmas dinner. And so my whole point is that my whole point in making that long story is it shouldn't have to come to this point for the Xbox to watch how good the Sony people been eating. When that food was cooking, they got brainwashed into believing all that shit 3 years out. Why are you talking about cooking and the food is 3 years out? Now that the food is here and they feasting and the Sony people are feasting, now they going back to Microsoft crying, how come we ain't got no food like that? And it got to the point where they had to threaten to to walk off the job. Oh, now Microsoft gonna start cooking. Oh, whoa. Don't y'all go nowhere. We just bought some new equipment. We just bought some new stoves in the form of developers. We just bought some new stoves. We just bought some new pot and pans. We sent some people out grocery shopping to pick up a bunch of shit. We about to start cooking too. We need y'all to hang around for a couple of years, but we gonna start cooking too. It shouldn't have came to that. It shouldn't have came to the Xbox watching the Sony people eat before Microsoft finally got up off their ass and said, okay, we're gonna start cooking. It should have never came to that. JP Loco, fake 4K crab meat for the world serpent. Don't call me daddy. Super lucky burrito with real fox meat. I mean, that was the simplest way to put it, when you put it in the food aspect, but it should not have come down to a situation where the Xbox had to watch the Sony people eat before they finally said something. When Sony announced 3 years ago that they was going to start cooking that Thanksgiving dinner, they should have been saying to Microsoft, wait a minute, they about to start cooking. Shouldn't y'all be cooking something too? But no, they let Phil Spencer come up to him and tell him, no, you don't want that shit here. Here, take this bologna sandwich. Now I guess they getting ready to get served some kind of food. I guess they get ready to eat some like calzones or something like that with chopped buffalo booty in it. And I guess that's gonna be Forza Horizon. Calzone with chopped buffalo booty in it. Oh, but I mean, the Xbox don't, so now look. So when you look at it from a food standpoint, you had a choice. When Sony made the announcement they was going to start cooking, you could have went into their kitchen, got a plate, which is a PlayStation, and patiently waited for the food to be done. And you would have got a great meal. It would have took a while, but you was going to get a great meal when the food was done. But no. You let Phil Spencer convince you to put that burrito in the microwave and eat it now. That's Super Lucky's burrito. Phil Spencer wouldn't even give him food stamps. He handed out burritos. He handed out that damn burrito that's got, refried beans and Alpo dog food in it. Not even real beef in there. So again, they had a choice. They could have bought a PlayStation plate and waited for that food to get done, but nope. They chose to throw that Super Lucky's tail in the burrito and eat it, and throw it in the microwave and eat it then. They ate that Super Lucky's tail burrito. They ate that motherfucking PUBG cheeseburger. Now they got an upset stomach taking Pepto-Bismol and crying about what's going over on the PlayStation side. They had a choice. They chose the Super Lucky's tail burrito. So why are you crying about what Sony people eating? You could have went over there. You could have bought one of those plates. You could have paid to get into that Sony buffet. Lots and lots of delicious exclusives everywhere. Yeah, boy. If I've never seen the number before, if I don't recognize the number, I don't answer it. If it's somebody that really wants to talk to me bad enough, they will leave a message. Said maybe it would be a calzone since you're picking your own ingredients. So no matter how you slice it, I mean, at the end of the day, they still had a choice. That's the crazy part. Why are they crying? Dark Side Havoc, what's up? I don't get why they're crying. You still got a choice, especially if you're a grown man working, just like Six said. If you're a grown man and you working, there ain't no reason why you can't go get that PlayStation. I think the shit costs $300 now for the Slim, and the shit always pops up on sale. Ari and Drake, a lot of these numbers that I'm seeing, in the beginning, I used to answer those calls, and they would never say anything. They would just hang up. So I don't know whose life is that sad that they gotta, call other people just to hang up on them when they answer the phone. So now I don't even answer those phone calls. I'll let it ring. And then if they don't leave a message, I'll just block the number so it can't come through again. At JP Local, burrito is definitely comparable to Xbox since you regret it later. Yeah, that's super. Like I said, that PUBG and that Super Lucky's burrito with all that processed meat in there, giving them the shits now. Like I said, Jackknife, the Sony people already ate that big giant Thanksgiving dinner when they ate turkey and dressing and all that shit when they had God of War and had seconds with Detroit Become Human. Now they're getting ready to have dessert. Now they're getting ready to have that apple pie, that cheesecake, that peach cobbler, that chocolate cake, that banana pudding. They get ready to have all that delicious shit. And the Xbox is looking in that window, looking through that window, watching all the Sony people feasting. So at first, they was turning around screaming at Phil Spencer, when we going to get that kind of food? Oh, you'll get it in a few years. So now they ain't crying no more. They not crying to Phil Spencer. But they still looking through that PlayStation house, banging on their window, saying, how come we can't have any of that food? Because you didn't buy the fucking PlayStation plate. That's why. You said Xbox is a nonstop toilet trip. Said dickheads out there playing old Sony exclusives thinking it's new. You know, Wanya today, I said that before about, you know, exactly, Jack Knight looking through them damn windows, clutching their dials. Realizing that instead of having that fucking dial, they could have, bought that PlayStation plate with it and sat next to everybody at the PlayStation table and ate good. Had some good home cooking. But the crazy part about it is all that delicious food that Sony cooked, if they was to share it with the Xbox, they wouldn't eat it. They would just be glad to say that, we got some of that food too. They don't play shit. They just want the bragging rights of saying that it's no longer a PlayStation exclusive. Hellblade is the prime example. If it's on the PlayStation platform, but it's not on the Xbox platform, they automatically assume that it is a PlayStation exclusive. Simply Deep, what's up? So when the time exclusivity is up on that game, and then it finally makes its way over to the Xbox, they do a backflip and act like, we took one of your exclusives. No, you didn't. The time ran out it's a time exclusive. The time is up. Now y'all can finally have it, but they jump up and down and act like they stole it from Sony. We took one of the exclusives. It makes it to the Xbox, and then they don't play it. I'm hearing Hellblade did not do very good over on the Xbox. In fact, none of those games over there is doing very good over there. They have to rely on these made up ass fucking numbers that they getting through Game Pass. 18 million bananas ate, 4 million pigs chased. They relying on these kind of numbers to act like a game is doing very well. And the first time they used that damn word engagement, I had said, what the fuck is engagement? Engagement could be something interpreted. You can interpret engagement something as simple as just switching your fucking console on. If Sony were to do the same thing that Microsoft were doing and using those same metrics, those same user engagement metrics, Sony's numbers would double or even triple Microsoft's, just for the simple fact that it is 33, 34 million Xboxes out there and 82 million PlayStations out there, 82 million shipped, and probably actually 80 million in the wild. That alone makes Sony's engagement numbers double over Microsoft. Rate the Emperor. If that game by Ninja didn't do well, how will it be in the future? I don't know. Depending on how things go, Ninja Theory might have jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire by hooking up with Microsoft. Because they might have made a deal with the fucking devil. Because it's going to go one of two ways with Ninja Theory. If Microsoft gives them a big budget for them to make a quality game, it's going to be a multiplayer game. And it may not even have a campaign. If Microsoft lets them make a single player game with a campaign, Microsoft only going to give them $4.15 to work with in terms of the budget. And you're going to end up seeing another State of Decay type game. Dark Side Havoc, that's exactly what they did. You said the funny part is when Sony used the same dumbass metrics, the bots immediately make fun of it. That's exactly what they did on that BGST podcast today with crap, with Crap Swallower and all them motherfuckers. Sick Humor, what is up? They used I guess Sony used a couple of engagement numbers. So now Crap Gamer and all them motherfuckers jumping up and acting like Sony copying them. Get the fuck out of here. So it's going to be Fable. Ninja Theory equals Fable. Doesn't matter, Wanya. If they, if Microsoft don't give them a good enough budget to make a good game, you're gonna see some motherfucking State of Decay type shit. Oh, by the way, sick, good podcast. I know you streamed it last night, and I watched some of it last night, but more than anything, I wanted to save it for this morning so I would have something to listen to while I was at work. Oh, one other thing, sick. I've been meaning to ask you this. When you do your streams, is there any way that you can turn the sound up just a little bit? Because I work in a factory where it's noisy as fuck. And when you do those streams, if it's too loud, the people listening can always turn it down. But in my case, since it's not loud enough, I can't turn it up because I already got my sound maxed out. So if you could just turn the sound up just a hair. Support Gaming, what is up? JP Local, you said Microsoft will close down 2 of the 5 new studios in the next 5 to 10 years. Mark my words. Hey. I can't argue with that because I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. Jack Knight, this Spider-Man has them on edge. It's coming, Xbox. It's coming. Cry me a river. I mean, if I'm in the car or something like that, sick, it's all good. But I'm at work and then the headphones I got, they wireless headphones and they don't go up all that loud. Jamia Dixon, what's up? So sometimes when I listen to your stream, sick, I find myself having to wait until some of the machines get shut off, at work, because the more machines that's running, the louder it is. So I have to wait. Sometimes I have to wait till they shut some of the machines down so it's not, terribly noisy in there. I wanted to ask Ryan the same thing. Because I could barely hear his video this morning. So I basically ended up having to wait until my lunch break and listen to it in the car. Said try changing the sound settings in my phone to vocals. Music, games, media, other sound, vibrate only. I'm looking at the sound settings. But I think it's more I got some Skull Candy headphones, wireless. They sound really good, but they just don't go up that loud. But I'll probably end up having to buy another. Headset anyway because the volume button broke on it. He said Jason Elliott, my man, working in those factories where they killed the Terminator in the second movie, pretty much. So, like I said, the crying ain't going to stop at Spider-Man. There's going to be more crying next year when those games come out next year. I will say that because of the popularity of Spider-Man and the hype for Spider-Man, the crying they doing now is probably going to be the loudest it's going to be. I don't think they'll be crying this loud when Days Gone comes up. Death Stranding. Ghost of Tsushima, I think they're going to do some crying when that comes out. And I know they're going to do some crying when The Last of Us 2 comes out. And then we know Sony got some shit up their sleeve. I'm sure they got some shit up their sleeve for the launch of the PS5. So basically, they're going to be crying on that Xbox side probably for the next 3-4 years. So let me see here. It's 6:45. We got the round table at 9 o'clock, give or take. So make sure y'all tune in to us there. So let me see. Trying to play both sides of the fence here, because I'm definitely going to end this stream here in a few minutes. Just trying to debate whether I'm going to take a power nap and get up when it's time to start the round table, or should I stream something? So I'm not as tired as I thought I would be. So I'm thinking about streaming something, but I'm trying to debate what. Because I guess I want to play something different. Hey, does anybody I just thought about something. That season 2 pass for Tekken, is that season 2 pass out now or is there a date when it's supposed to come out? Does anybody know? Dark Side Havoc expect those Crackdown 3 is better than Days Gone, and Gears 5 is better than the Last of Us 2 podcast. Yeah. No, don't call me Dan. I've never done that because I don't keep coffee here. One year, two though. You say later. No announced date. Ah, shit. Cause I swear to God, when I get Lei Wulong back and I get familiarized with him again, this time I will be whooping ass and backing it up. Because truth be told, that's probably who I need to beat Thrash. Which I was saying at the beginning of this podcast, and I didn't get a chance to finish saying it, that the first 3 Tekkens, 1, 2, and 3 came out on the original PlayStation. And like on Tekken 2, I had mastered Lei Wulong. So by the time Tekken 3 came out, I had him mastered to the point where it was too easy to beat my friends and it was getting boring. So I wanted to start learning some other characters to make shit interesting. And then that's when I started learning how to fight with Jin Kazama. And I really liked his style. He had that Mishima style of offensively, he had that Mishima style of fighting, but defensively, he had a lot of his mother's counter moves. So I loved his style of fighting, and I had learned, those 10 punch combos. He had about 6 of those 10-punch combos, and I had learned like 4 of them. And then once again, it got too easy to beat my friends. So I had stopped playing Tekken. I got away from it for quite a few years. Now, I didn't come back to Tekken, I think, until what was it, Tekken 4 or something like that was on the PS3. Thrasher Beast, don't get me wrong. But once I get my hands on Lei Wulong and get back to doing what I used to do, I don't know, I might be able to give him that work. You say Thrash only keeps it on 2 games only? Well, it is what it is. You know, if you can beat him, 2 matches is all you need. remember, Jack, God of War is only 6 to 8 hours long, according to X-Turds. Yet it took me a month to finish the game, and by then, Detroit Become Human released. I haven't even finished God of War yet. I'll get around to it sooner or later. Yeah, I'll get ready to go through my damn backlog, go ahead and play something. Like I said, I want to play something. 45 minutes, hour, what have you. Don't call me Danny. Do them push-ups and I'll be Thrash eventually, right? Hey, but the way I've been playing lately, I think I'm the man in MLB The Show. The way I've been playing lately. I've been pitching some gems lately. Matter of fact, I've won 3 games in a row and I pitched 3 shutouts in a row. And one of those games, I struck out 18. Yeah, Sick, I saw that you was playing Witcher 3. I didn't get a chance to play that, but that's one of them games that's I'm really curious about it, but I don't know. I'm curious about it. I mean, I rented it before and messed around with it for a few minutes. I'm curious about it, but it could be end up being another backlog game. Spartan Guy, Lincoln, how much you want to bet PS5 has multiplayer launch exclusives? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, when the PS5 launches, we could see something. Who knows? We could see something from Guerrilla Games. You know, even though a lot of people think they shouldn't do it, you know, we could. Who knows? We might see another Killzone. Who knows? But I think one thing's for certain right now, that those dev kits are in the hands of the first-party developers. Dark Side Havoc. I can never get the hitting in MLB The Show. I'm making contact with the ball, but I'm not getting any base hits. But my pitching is on point. I'm hitting those corners. And I'm getting people to swing at the garbage. My pitching is on point. And remember, Dark Side, when it comes to hitting, you have to be disciplined and patient at the plate. You can't swing at everything that comes your way for a couple of reasons. One, if you don't swing at everything that gets thrown at you, sooner or later, you'll force that pitcher to put one over the plate. Number 2, if you can run that pitcher's count up and get him up there until the 60s and 70s of how many pitches he's thrown, he's going to get tired. His pitches are going to start losing, velocity. It's going to start losing speed. He's going to start losing control, and then you can jump on his ass. But you got to get him when he gets tired. That's when you got to make your move and jump on him, because once your opponent sees that that his pitcher is slipping due to fatigue, he's going to pull him and put another pitcher in there. So when you see that he's getting tired, that's when you got to jump on him. Thomas Hand, we will catch you later. Uh, don't call me Danny. I highly recommend you play The Witcher. I'll send you a copy. Well, shit, that's hard to argue with. I can't argue with that. Shit, I'll give it a try, and I'll give it a try because hell, what was it last night? I played Skyrim VR. At first, I thought I wasn't going to like it because I was like, I've never been into those Skyrim things and shit like that. But when the game first started, the fact that they was trying to get away from that dragon and they were still fighting soldiers and shit like that. I don't know. It might be a little bit interesting. So I think little by little, I'll put some time into that Skyrim VR. You said the stream is buffering on your end? Oh, shit. Give me a second, everybody. Let me go make sure nothing is turned on in here that's causing this stream to buffer. Just a second. Okay. My janky ass Xbox was on YouTube. So hopefully that'll stop the stream. But again, I'm getting ready to shut it down here in a few seconds. And so also, if any of you guys send me a friend request on PlayStation, make sure you attach a note to it so I know, because I'm not going to know you by your PlayStation name, but I will know you by your YouTube name. So if you send me a friend request on the PlayStation, make sure you attach your YouTube name to it so I can accept it. So get at you on Twitter, same name. Just a minute. Don't call me Danny. Are you following me on Twitter? Here's what I'll do. There is my Twitter right there. Don't call me Danny. I don't know if you following me or not, but that's my Twitter right there. So let me have a quick look at N4G before I get out of here. No, I'm not really. Nah, there's no news over there. Okay, your PSN is the same. Um, your PSN, don't call me daddy. Do you have underscores or hyphens or anything like that in between your name? Because you can't use spaces on the PlayStation. Okay. Um, okay, you said you'll send if you send me the Witcher, is it a physical copy or a code? Because I will definitely try it. Um duh. Mm, what the she changed her name. Okay. All right, I see you there. I see you there. Don't call me Danny. Okay. Yep. Yep. I will definitely hook up with you. With that being said, oh J Dog, cool, 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 cool. Truth be told, I'm not that active on Twitter. The only reason why I even have a Twitter is because Thrash said it would be easier to send out links whenever we get ready to start up the roundtable. He said it's easier to send out links to everybody instead of chasing people down one by one and sending out links one at a time. So with that being said, I'm not that active on Twitter. But I mean, if we follow each other, feel free to message me anytime you want, because I'll still get the alert on my phone. But I'm not one of those dudes that jump up, with any of that Facebook drama bullshit, just posting shit just to post it. All I really do with Twitter is just, notify people whenever I go live. I'll just post a link and let everybody know that I'm going live. Your name is Def Floyd on the PlayStation. Okay. Same on Xbox and Nintendo. You can catch me at what the hell is 147? What the hell is that? Okay, you said you have a physical copy. Is this The Witcher or The Witcher 3? Because if you want to send it to me, I'll take the physical copy. I don't want you to spend money on a Game of the Year edition or something like that. And then and I can't make a promise of how much I'll play it. But one thing's for certain though, you send me the physical copy, I'll definitely stream it once I get it. He said you're going out the Longhorns. Peace. All right. We'll catch you later, Jamal. So yeah, I said it for the thousandth time. Let me go ahead and shut the stream down and move on over to the PlayStation to stream something over there. Um, so if you guys want to pick the conversation up, you guys feel free to, tell me what's going on with the gaming news and Who said what YouTuber posted this video? You guys feel free to tell me. Because, you know, whatever I'm playing, naturally, I'll be trying to play that as well as talk to you guys. So, so you guys jump on in and, you know, get the conversation going. But we'll see you over on the, you know, for those who want to join me over there, we'll see you on the PlayStation here in a few minutes. I just need to figure out what I'm going to play. But, you know, thanks for watching, everybody. You know, as I always say, if you happen to catch the replay, give it a like, lock the door behind you. And again, we'll see you again on the PlayStation. We'll see you guys over on the PlayStation in a few minutes so I can get some gaming in before we head over to the round table. And so that also, you know, make sure you join us on the round table here, you know, in a couple of hours. Make sure you check us out on the round table. So we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys in a little bit. This is your boy Lincoln Clay. I'll holla at y'all. I'm out.